Come on in, family. Happy Friday. Hello, hello. Come on in to the table. Welcome, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. How how are you even feeling? How are you doing? I Mercury retrograde in Sag. I knew it was going to hit like this. It feels really I'm hearing clear it off the top. Okay, I feel maybe third eye chakras. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, she close to the fingers now. Ooh, she got me. Talking about mutable fire just ran right down to my fingers, y'all. Wouldn't it? Okay, come in here and get some Palo Santo. I really want for this weekend to not be as hectic as last weekend was. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna need to check in with my family. I'm gonna see how everyone is doing. How are you doing? On the 10th. So basically, where we want to put righty, he's out, he's active. Where do we? I'm gonna get some oils to you guys. I feel like ocean breeze because we are again working on that. Oh, she smells so good, y'all. These are my little gifted blends. Working on those water trines. I feel like, now I say this, but you know how water is. Water be pulling you in. She be drawing you back out. And then she be pulling you in again. Ooh. The way the aromatherapy hits, when you activate the plant spirits of the oils, get a little heat. Heat is the key to the activation. Ooh, that could be a message. And then you just, woo, sometimes you just need to be activated and brought right the fuck back to your body. And I love to do it. Put that on your pulse points too. Maybe someone needs to work on aromatherapy and get good breaths into the body. This reminds me, I'm feeling Jupiter. I'm feeling a lot of Jupiter in Cancer. Jupiter did go retrograde on the 10th. You know, we basically had Mercury go retrograde for the third and final this Gregorian calendar year. Let me get a sip of my coffee. And then Uranus went on back to Taurus. You know, this, and then of course, you know, Jupiter has joined the retrograde gang. Ooh-wee, the rundown all the way down. You know what, I say that though, but let me check real quick because did Saturn go direct yet? Not yet. Because I know we've got, hold on, I'm looking at the chart, y'all. This retrograde, all these planets being in retrograde, it feels good though. Obviously, Mercury is one of them. We know that. Okay. Child, is it Venus? What did I mean, obviously. 1, 2, 3. We know about Saturn and Neptune, right? Chiron, Uranus. That's the main. And then Jupiter. Saturn, Neptune, Chiron, Uranus, Jupiter. And then, of course, Mercury. Ooh, child. But you know what I like? But I like this energy. And I say that, technically, we might as well say 5. When does, let's check real quick. An hour before the weekend check-in together. When does Saturn go direct, honey? Oh, we got a little bit more. A little bit. We're wrapping up. Listen to me now. Listen, I want, my friend was like, you need one of those finger pointers, and do. For Christmas, okay? Saturn is going to come back down. It's this feeling of swinging it around, wrapping it up. Oh my gosh, y'all have not sat with this, but hold tight with me here. Sometimes an archetype of energy or a guide or my team and higher self, whatever the case may be. And let me go ahead and set our container, although it always exists because I hold it in my sovereignty, even when I don't speak it. When you sit with me and we check in with each other, I'm always holding space here, as are my ancestors and guide and all my teams of higher self that always work for the highest and best good and harming none. Okay? So that is what it is, because we love to cultivate and hold a space here where we set intentions for health, wealth, abundance, for grounding, for self-expansion, for beautiful healing, self-awareness, for cleansing and clearing our vibration, for knowing better and doing better. Okay, that's what we hold down over here. But y'all, I was just sitting with the fact, and it feels this is what it is, okay? Because Saturn is going to take us on out through the end of November. Be it is what you choose to either observe and celebrate, or you do not observe and celebrate. But whatever the case may be, it's always good to be grateful. You feel what I'm saying? Saturn's journey. Holy shit. It feels so big. This is so good for us though, because it's very Saturn and Jupiter are coming in the room and want to chat with us. This is what this is. Because sometimes, like I said, like the other day, when I tell you the energy of like Hecate and the divine dark feminine energy was like, what you gonna do is sit down and talk about this right now. Stop what you're doing. It came over me, y'all. I told y'all. But sometimes I will just be open to the space. And I'll be like, you know what, spirit, you know what, angels and ancestors and team and all the beautiful goddess and gods and goddesses. It's all, everything is here. But I just opened the table, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I know I want to check in with my soul family and I want to see how we're doing. There's so many profound things happening. It's so much of like, and you know, Mercury retrograde in Sag, which is going to double back through Scorpio, is giving the head and the tail to Scorpio. It's giving, oh, I'm going to keep your light up at the crown, but that don't mean we don't know how to go deep. Like, there's so much work collectively, macro and micro, to really be done, to really wrap up before we hit like Aries season. Honey, I'm trying to tell you, okay? I'm trying to tell you, it's so important. But what's important? Ooh, what's important is the trust and the faith and the fact that it's all wrapped. I don't know. It is the wrap up. Oh, what did I draw this morning? 7 and 9 of Pentacles. And it makes sense. Hear me out. It's the wrap up. I'm hearing, it's the time, it's the season, okay, because Age of Aquarius, ooh, she's getting grounded. That's so funny, I'm sorry, I have to work on that. It's so funny that I just said get grounded, because I'm about to redo this oil. The original Mercury retrograde that I did, it was a little while back when Jupiter was doing her final retrograde in Taurus. Child, wow. And this wild, because I had a series of confirmations yesterday, like boom, boom, boom. And spirit will tell me very clearly, my guides and my team will say this oil. And it was very clear to go back and make that oil. And as it would have it, of course, because the universe is divine and beautiful in the way that it conspires to support us and take care of us and look after us and protect us, even though we get force fed. Well, honey, I'm going to tell you, we ain't force fed nothing. People may damn well try, but you ain't got to swallow nothing, Spirit says. But we get propaganda and discouragement and shame and guilt and fear thrust at us, and we don't have to accept that. You know, I'm going to say we rebuke it, we clear it, return it to the sender threefold as Spirit sees appropriate. That which we cannot alchemize, return to the sender. We love to see all things alchemized in love and light and for the betterment of all in the collective. But honey, sometimes stuff got to be returned to sender. We can't be eating everybody's dinner. I don't know, something like this. But look, y'all, I was going to lie. I was like, okay, I need to remake this oil. It's literally called You're Grounded. And I was looking around. I was like, oh, shoot, I just made these other 2 oils. And I just so happen to have all these ingredients. Spirit's like, girl, of course you do. Quit playing. That's too funny that I was just talking about that. Oh, it's beautiful. Saturn is going to go direct at the end of the month. We're going to finish this journey. We're going to finish something about the foundations of the structures we're getting ready to move into. It's big, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm just sitting with it because then Saturn, is it going to be an Aquarius season? Let me see. It's like February 13th. Child, yes, not right before my birthday. Quit. That's why I was drawing from the Imbolc deck, the Seasons of the Witch Imbolc Oracle. Oh, shit. I drew the Coming of Spring card this morning, you guys. I always keep the Seasons of the Witch Imbolc Oracle out on the table because it's my Aquarius season deck. I'm very Aquarian, super, super duper duper close to the Pisces cusp. So I always, it never matters what time it is, that resonates with my soul. All of that deck does. So occasionally I'll feel called to pull out a card, and that makes sense. Saturn was speaking to me because, you know, I'm co-parented with all of my Aquarius stellium energy. My parents are Uranus and Saturn. So Saturn was talking to me. Jupiter's going to be taking good care of us too. But yeah, Saturn in Aquarius season. That's why I was singing that. It's the time for the season. Is the song called The Age of Aquarius? I can't remember. What's the name of that song, y'all? So, taking it all the way back, okay. I'm hearing, cause I gotta have faith, the faith, the faith, baby. Down, 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 down. Cause I know not everybody. Okay. I'm hearing, okay, George Michael. I'm hearing, don't let the sun go down on me. What is it? Although I search myself, it's always done, I see. I'm just another fragment of your life. Don't let the sun go down on me. Anyway, what a great song. Yeah, so anyway, it's a huge shift at the end of November. Saturn will go direct, and I love, we've been talking about that whole dissolution of, one more time, okay. Let me not answer with an attitude, y'all. The whole, dissolution of gates and keys. We're standing on what we believe. We've been kind of hanging tight. We're still in the void portals, but we're still divinely protected while we do this work of sitting in faith and sitting in trust. And then, yeah, I know you saw that. We saw Seven of Wands just now on the cut. Ace of Pentacles. All right, Seven of Wands we saw twice. Don't let the sun go down on me. Yeah, it's like standing for what you believe in. Stand up for your belief. Because this all of this Piscean, North Node in Pisces, divine connected oneness to source. We still have time for Neptune to finish the work in Pisces, but we're talking about Saturn here too, right? And then Saturn, we'll walk it on out with Saturn. Yep, we will. And then Saturn will help us close the chapter. Saturn, taking a journey through all of the archetypal energies of the zodiac wheel, takes approximately 29 and a half years. And again, I'm going to reiterate what we've been talking about with, it's 12:12 on the clock. Every fucking reading we've been tapping in. Oh, we've had 11, we've had 10, 10, 11, 11, and 12. Damn. Yep, but 12:12 on this video. Because, yeah, we're going to walk it on out. Saturn's going to walk it on out to the season of Aquarius, age of Aquarius, right? And then we're going to close the door. And then we're going to be in preparation for spring in the beautiful time of Imbolc season on the wheel of the year. You could not, you couldn't put it in a better place. I do love to see it. We love to see it. This is such a beautiful time walking out through the remainder of November. It is about grounding. And it's like you did not come to fight for all of this for no reason. You got to keep, because look, I'll be damned if you don't get to some fucking Six of Wands. You know what I'm saying? I get to the Six of Wands and damn near as soon as I turn around, what's happening? All these other sticks. Y'all was just cheering for me when I was riding on my horse and getting my recognition and feeling victorious. So I'm getting like a lot of protective bubble energy. I'm getting a lot of stay strong in your purpose. I do love that Saturn has come around to kind of hold us down. Granted, Saturn in Pisces is an interesting energy to sit with. You may want to check out what's in your 11th house or what Saturn influences and houses on your chart, or you can just also learn as well. It's always great to see what planetary influence you have with your Saturn placement. But yeah, I love this for us. I love it. It is going to be, it's like tangible action, but it's like it's not like I'm going to take a big step out and take a leap and it's new. It's more like reinforcement. It's more like holding things down. It's more, yeah, the energy that I'm tapped into already that I've already said. I do love this. I love that we saw Seven of Wands on the cut beside the Hangman and then it shuffled right back out and came out again. I love that. It's also, so all these planets are going to be in retrograde, right? They are, in fact. And then Saturn's going to go direct. And it's good. That is a good one for us, okay? The dissolution of gates and keys, but then coming back around, going direct again. And I do love as well that we have our big teacher. We talked about that divine masculine energy, more fathering, more long-term sustainability, more discipline, more, this hurt me the whole time more than it hurt you, but I had to know that you were going to be strong enough. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. And then it's also Jupiter patiently, remember, she's our Meemaw. She's our nanny up here in the Appalachians in the holler, and we was having tea with her. And we were talking about wisdom that wanted to come out of our hearts. And Jupiter, like a patient, dutiful mother, grandmother, auntie, you know what I'm saying? Jupiter in retrograde in Cancer is very like, let's evaluate, let's talk about it, let's be soft. We're it's almost like protect the softness right now, and it's hard because I done told you everything is vamping as hard as you can vamp to get more bites off. Spirit is saying like get more bites off they can chew out of your look at that divine masculine, divine feminine energy there, the benefactor, the great benefactor, and then the holder of gates and keys, the Lord of karma and time. It's very mothering and fathering energy. It really is. There's a lot of emotional guidance to be had within your heart chakra right now. It's okay to soften. I feel like it's okay to soften. I just keep feeling that very strong. But of course, that is Jupiter in Cancer. And that is still a lot of the water activations going on right now. A renewed sense of purpose, right? Again, considering that Jupiter rules Sag and Mercury is retrograding in Sag right now, there's a lot of teaching about what do you know what having faith really means? You know, it's easy to be optimistic when everything feels good and everything is easy. It's easy to look for glimmers and understand that you are always abundant when everything fucking feels abundant. But can we light this bitch up when it's real dark? And can we hold it? You get what I'm saying? That's where we lean in. That's where we grow. I think Jupiter wants to inspire us. I know a lot of people, I feel like a lot of divine feminine, like witch wound, like mother wound, a lot of these wounds. But it's not like we're trapped down in it. It feels more of like a rising up to clear it out, like a rising up to clear it out. And I think Saturn in Pisces is helping us with that for sure. Like, okay, we know the emotions are there, and Lord bless on all the divine goddesses. We know, and we know we've been feeling them. We know, but we're getting to a point here, and it's going to kind of be a slow build, and it'll go in waves because that's the way of water. But we have to come to a point where we're really slowing down. And I know that we live in a time and a place and a dimensionality right now. As it is, that is shifting and evolving very rapidly. But I understand, oh, I can't just stop everything. No, friend, neither can I. Damn. You know what I'm saying? But we can slow down and we can say, you know what? I'm not going to let this rush me. I'm not going to get up outside of myself. I'm seeking alignment. I'm seeking being radically vulnerable and honest. I'm seeking alignment. I'm seeking alignment. Alignment is big. I keep hearing that in my head. I definitely think if there's unresolved things kind of floating, we're going to have to deal with those. But we can do it with faith. It's almost like this refusal to be brought out of alignment with our purpose and the intentions that we've set, right? It's such a, I know that Jupiter retrograde is going to form a trine with Saturn. I think it does with Neptune as well, but I can't remember the exact date. It's like, that's crazy. It makes me think of a bloom, but I'm seeing a blue lotus flower. Seeing a blue lotus flower, and here I am shuffling the herbal astrology oracle. That's too funny. And didn't I just share a meme? It said something about all the wild women bloom or something. That's crazy. Yeah. Kindness, detached, compassion, ebb and flow, moving with ease, okay? That is the spirit of the energy. I hope you guys are feeling and doing well. I hope you're taking good care of yourself. And yes, once again, Spirit and I want to reiterate, I don't know, it's like, what is trying to be your teacher right now? And to be honest, if you can figure out how the emotions that are coming up, because they want to be released. There, a lot of this weight and heaviness of those karmic cycles is not going to go forward. You know, and I'm seeing these images, Jupiter in Cancer, of like, you know how those people do the healing where they like, but they put pressure on points of people's body, and like I'm seeing pressing in a fist or like somebody putting an elbow, and it's like a piece of pain has been stuck in a body or stuck in the emotional body or stuck in the it's like it's pressing out. I'm seeing pressing. It's like there's a word for it in a medical terminology, but it's like relieving the wound. Right? It's something like this. And we have to be able to ebb and flow with that right now and then glean the wisdom from it, okay? Let's get a card from the herbal astrology. Wow, okay. Well, it's right there. Dragon's blood is on the table, which is so... Look, detachment on the bottom of the deck. Look at that. Child, I know that's not Saturn and Neptune. Look at that image right there. Do you see it? It's almost, is it over the water? Is it over the ocean? Is it in the cosmos? This reminds me of a guided meditation that I used to do with my teacher, and it had to do with projecting your small self out of your body into the large vastness of the oneness of yourself. And you would visually experience this going up through the walls of your room, going outside of the house or the building, seeing yourself. Now, mind you, you need to understand how to keep a visual cord tethered to your body and protect yourself, okay? Because we're low-key, it's not low-key, we're astral projecting here. And then you would basically go up, 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 and see yourself going through the clouds. Very North Node in Pisces. Very Pluto in Aquarius. You would go up. And then when you would be out in the clouds, you would understand, you would allow yourself to maybe imagine and see what does your spirit body look like. Your divine sovereign soul is your spirit body. You'd understand that you are connected to the cosmos and that you are the vastness of all that is. And it was just this exercise which connected you to your power, which is so vastly and far outside of your body. It was a very powerful meditation, and you would practice just tethering yourself and understanding I am in my body, but at the same time, I'm all of this. Yes. I am encompassed in this physical vessel, but I am divinely sovereign, and I am the I am. And you would kind of ask Spirit to show you, what do you see out there? Maybe you see a star. Maybe a spirit teacher comes to visit you. Very powerful meditation, but this is so reminds me of the visuals that she would teach us to work with when we were doing that. But then, ever dutiful, there is Saturn, making sure we don't go too far out, right? Watching over us like a dutiful father. Okay, let's read. Dragon's blood is on the table. I've put dragon's blood in, I want to say, 3 different oils. Look at that image. That's so beautiful. Yeah, recently I've created 3 different oils with dragon's blood resins. One of those was for Hecate. Anima Mundi. Okay, let's read that together. We're going to read it. It's a beautiful book, beautiful deck. Y'all know I love it. Adriana Ayala is the Herbal Astrology Oracle. Let's go to number 51. 5 plus 1 equals 6. 6 could be a pertinent number to someone. Herbs of the Asteroids. Dragon's Blood, Anima Mundi. Oneness, merging with the divine. Acts. Y'all, we were just talking about this meditation, child. Okay. Oneness, merging with the divine, access to the world soul, occult knowledge, initiation, universal donor, entry into the great void. In reverse, cautionary or shadowed energy would be lost in the unknown, dark magic, overwhelm, inner conflict, blocked spiritual insight. Black Moon, Lilith, and Pluto are the astrological rulers. Now, mind you, Pluto right now is in Aquarius. Black Moon, Lilith is in Scorpio, right? Aquarius and Scorpio, the highest cosmic high, the deep, low depths of the darkness. Also known as Sangre de Drago or Sangre de Grado in Amazonia and South America. This plant has a long history of indigenous use in the rainforest. The sap itself looks just like blood, la sangre, and it is often painted on the wounds to promote healing and seal them to prevent infection, as well as taken internally to prevent or to stop internal bleeding. Indigenous peoples have used it in a myriad of ways, externally for wounds, fractures, hemorrhages, hemorrhoids, skin disorders, internally for acid reflux, ulcers, and colitis, and as an antiviral. This crucial and life-saving medicine was, and still is, a staple for thousands of tribal peoples. Physically, dragon's blood is the epitome of Plutonian and Scorpionic energy, as both archetypally rule the symbol of blood. And what is blood? We understand in medical terminology, blood is made up of plasma. Okay? Pluto in Aquarius, age of Aquarius, is very plasmic, so that's an interesting connection. Shamans have used dragon's blood in spell work, rituals of protection, purification, and consecration. In Christian art, the dragon was symbolic of evil and sin, and yet many other traditions hold that the serpent deities like dragons are benevolent, sharp-eyed dwellers that hold the mysteries of the great void. Okay, not us in the year of the wood snake. Look at that. Can you see some of that? The year of the wood snake, you could maybe imagine it's like a tree, but see how the draconian energy, the serpentine energy is wrapped around it. Oh, that makes me think, you guys, I got this new big, okay, sometimes I'll have to just say, Spirit, I got to have it, make a way. I'm getting this big specimen, and it's a Septarian dragon egg. Oh my gosh. Ooh, I can't wait. Okay, I'm going to have to cleanse it with dragon's blood. Okay. Dragons are ancient guardians of the earth, symbolizing hidden knowledge and auspicious powers of supernatural origin. Dragons are etheric beings that inhabit the deepest pockets of the ethers and have dominion over the 4 elements. Dragon's blood core oozes blood, representing the collective blood, the blood of nature, the plasma, if you will, right? And serves as a gateway to the Anima Mundi, the world soul, the collective, right? The collective, the life tree. As you enter the all-seeing portal of the great void, don't shy away from its vastness. Not us coming back to the void portals, but I'm hearing, I want to break on through to the other side. I'm hearing blood, sweat, and tears. I'm hearing we had to bleed together. Ooh, somebody said that to me years ago. They should have told me I was going to be the only one bleeding. Damn, maybe that's a message for someone. Somebody who hurt me deeply said that to me many years ago. And yet, hey, here I am. Pfft, I thought that was a void portal that was going to take me the fuck down. And yet, what do we do, collective? We rise. We sure the fuck do, don't we? Like a dragon. I'm hearing that. Dun 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 dun. Is it take it. I was lightning before the thunder. Thunder. Dun 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 dun. Lightning and the thunder. Oh, Imagine Dragons. I'm tripping, y'all. That song where it's like that footstone. Boom, boom, boom. Lightning and the thunder. Okay. Dragon's blood core oozes blood representing the collective blood, the blood of nature, and serving as a gateway to the Anima Mundi, the world's soul. As you enter the all-seeing portal of the great void, this is where we sit. We're quiet, we're faithful, we're trusting. I know the fuck we didn't go through all these lessons and all these teachers and all these apprenticeships, if you will, whether life was the teacher. We all been apprenticed to something. I know that shit. 10 to 12 years, and those that came before us as well, they taught us. We were apprenticed to them, but everyone's been apprenticed to something to bring us to the portals that we're in now. You get what I'm saying? Don't shy away from the vastness. Embrace it as you are undergoing this great initiation. Within this awakening, you will discover the unique pattern you contribute to the great tapestry of life. Yes. Ooh, you guys, I want to dig deeper, but I have an appointment. Do we have, hold on. Let me look, y'all. Lightning and the thunder. Boom, boom, boom. I'm going to have to play that song. Okay, y'all, we gotta, okay. I want to pull a dream song oracle. So Piscean, so appropriate. This oracle is gorgeous. I think you can get it on Amazon now, but I did like back in the day when there was a Kickstarter for it. It's so beautiful, but yeah. Oh, I forgot, y'all. I've been waiting for this other tarot deck to ship, and I think it might arrive today. Ooh, y'all, I might have to make a short little video so I can share. I do love sharing the decks with y'all. I feel that the art is such an activation, and when different people contribute to the spirit that it is of the collective body of tarot and the art and the activations, art is just so beautiful. As humans, we are all artists and divine creators because we are divinely sovereign. I feel like art is a form of grid work when we connect and share that with each other. So I'm not just being like, hey, y'all need to go get, I mean, I am, please, go support people, especially those who put their life's, I was going to say life's blood, hello, time and energy into beautiful art. Because sometimes people don't grasp that each of the cards is like art. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look at this shit. I mean, damn, right? Okay. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see how the day pans out. I'm still getting shipments out, but let's see. Let's see. Thank you so much, Spirit, for this beautiful day. Just feeling a lot of gratitude. May everything that just bubbles up and begs us to really release it so that we can be kind of cleared, washed clean, this feeling. New dreams need space to come to develop, so I hope for all of us that we can release things so that the newness can come in. Because you know what Spirit is saying, much like we were talking about art and grid work, when we work to alchemize and therefore integrate, then release, it is cathartic, and it's for the whole collective. As we are doing this in the micro, that's what makes it happen on the micro. When we refuse to be force fed the black magic, that's when other things can really start to return to us, to be remembered. Spirit is saying, okay, let's read it. Whoa, look at the art. Tend the roots of reciprocity. Look at that. It's giving Gemini, isn't it? But it's also, I mean, all these cards make me think of Piscean energy. Y'all, this, look, my owl cannot stand when I put cards in front of her, and I get it. She be watching out for us. We ain't gonna be mad at her about it. We appreciate the wise, great, divine mothers that watch us through her eyes, okay? An owl may be significant. Y'all know the owl is my familiar, but I'm gonna always have an owl close by. Maybe someone saw an owl. Okay, what's the number? 4. Of course it is. 10 to the roots. Of course it's number 4. 10 the roots of reciprocity. Look to your partnerships. Ooh, not us in this energy. Okay, that wants to take me down a whole different trail, but I'm going to stay focused. Listen, look to your partnerships. This could be a time to review or negotiate business, renew romance or friendship, or nurture the very partnership you have with your own soul. All parts of your physical life are interdependent with the elements, creatures, and planets on the earth. It makes me think of Uranus and Taurus and finding unexpected things in unexpected places that, again, want to help us ground into our embodiment and be very present. A healthy inner life requires all parts of the psyche working together in harmony. Whether outward or inward, it is time to balance genius and shadow, reconcile love and fear, strike a balance between logic and emotion. Ooh, how very Sagittarius, right? This balance encourages reciprocity and engenders healthy relationships with self and other. Take stock of where you are entwined in healthy interdependence and where you are not. This is a time for tending the roots of reciprocity. Very beautiful place. Okay, I'm going to have to leave it there. You know, I would sit here and talk with you guys for a whole damn hour. But I'm going to leave it there. I hope you guys have a beautiful Friday and take good care of yourself. Rest, work on alignment. Compassionate detachment, letting things unfold is very beautiful. I love you guys. I look forward to talking to you soon. Okay, enjoy your Friday. Have a good weekend. Bye.